For more perspective, we were earlier joined by Jason Beardsley, National Executive Director from the Association of the U.S. Navy from Arlington.
Russian attack looks like it's decapitating, the political structure, the military structure. And of course, I think Putin has tilted his hand and said he's looking to take control of logistics routes, transportation hubs, airfields, in order for them, the Russian military, to really survive in the next days, weeks, months to come. They're going to need to move a lot of material, people, blood supplies, food into the entire area. So that's why what you're seeing is the targeted strikes against hard facilities, military facilities, and again, political, because it looks like what Vladimir Putin is saying is he wants to establish a pro-Putin government in Ukraine, and he's willing to put all risk on the table to get to that. Russia will take nominal control with conventional forces of the ground, but here's where it gets problematic. The longer their forces are there, extended lines of communication and support allow for insurgents, guerrilla warfare, irregular warfare to continually harass and interdict the Russians who are exposed throughout the Ukrainian territory. It's one of the reasons you're seeing a limit to the loss of lives. You mentioned about 130, 140 or so. We would be in the thousands if this was a full-scale bloody invasion. What I think Vladimir Putin is saying or suggesting with his tactics is that he intends to control the country, and he is not looking for a long, irregular warfare fight with the locals. If not direct control, which I think he'll establish in the eastern province, Luhansk and Donetsk, he'll be looking for nominal control in the western province. What that means is a pro-Putin friendly president, so Zelensky out, and a pro-Putin puppet in the government. That's what he's done in Crimea. It's what he did in Belarus. It's what he's done in Kazakhstan recently, and then in Georgia back in 2008, 2009. So this is a pretty standard fair play, apart from the fact that this is one of the larger scale invasions we've seen from Putin. It suggests that he's willing to go all the way.
Ukraine authorities confirmed that Russian forces have also captured the Chernobyl nuclear power plant after a fierce battle on the first day of Kremlin's invasion. The plant is located nearly 129 kilometers north of Ukraine's capital of Kyiv. Ukraine says it is one of the most serious threats to Europe today, adding that it is impossible to say that the Chernobyl nuclear power plant is safe. Soldiers invading from Belarus in the north had earlier entered the area around the former nuclear power plant. Ukrainian Prime Minister confirmed forces lost control of the plant after a fierce battle with Russian troops. Ukrainian ambassador to Japan sounded a global warning, saying that Russian forces have absolutely no idea how to control the seized plant and that they could unleash an epic disaster. The envoy also confirmed that the guards have been taken hostages by Russian forces. United States Press Secretary Jen Psaki raised alarm over the hostage situation, calling the situation greatly concerning and condemning Russian aggression and requesting immediate release of all hostages. Psaki added America has no assessment of the plan's status.
We are outraged by credible reports that Russian soldiers are currently holding the staff of the Chernobyl facilities hostage. This unlawful and dangerous hostage-taking, which could upend the routine civil service efforts required to maintain and protect the nuclear waste facilities, is obviously incredibly alarming and greatly concerning. We condemn it and we request their release. In terms of a further assessment, I don't have anything more on that from here.
The Chernobyl power plant was the site of the world's worst nuclear accident. A nuclear reactor exploded here in 1986, sending radioactive contamination across Europe. Around 350,000 people were evacuated following the explosion, with many leaving their homes and belongings behind forever. A nuclear exclusion zone was established in 1986 around the area most affected by the radiation. It was later expanded to cover other affected areas. The areas surrounding the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, including the nearby city of Pripyat, have since deteriorated into abandoned ghost towns. The Chernobyl site still remains covered by a mammoth protective sarcophagus. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.